Hello, and welcome to Cindy's Stamping Studio. My name is Cindy Ellers. I'm from Neillsville, Wisconsin, which is located in the center part of the state. I've been a Stampin' Up demonstrator since 2012. I'd like to take this time to thank you for joining me and checking out my video. It means an awful lot to me. If you would share my video, you'll see this video either on my blog or on my Facebook business page. And if you would leave me a comment and share my video, I would really appreciate it. Right now we have the Stampin' Up has their Occasions Mini Cala going on and the celebration. If you do not have a Stampin' Up demonstrator, I would love to earn your business. Just send me email at buddy98@yahoo.com. What's going on for me is I have a technique class on Monday, March 5th. We'll be doing the Stampin' Blends marbling technique, which is very simple, very similar to using just regular markers with a twist. March 7th is the stamp of the month. March 26th is our kit class, and that's also our class to go, which is a new class that you can do right from your home. If you're interested in any of these classes, please contact me at buddy98@yahoo.com. This week, if you feel you need something, please just go to my stamping studio. Here's the email or the website for Stampin' Up and my store, and here is my March host code. Okay, so I'm going to do a tip. I'm going to try and do it weekly. I'm not making any promises, but that's what my trying is. My tip this week is using the Stamparatus. I have really good luck if I use a grid paper and actually go and stamp my image right on my grid paper. So I have an idea if it's lining up and how it's going to look on my cardstock. Okay, so I'm going to go and take some Whisper White cardstock that I've pre-cut. It's 3 3/4 by 5. I also make marks on my grid paper so I know right where to put my piece of cardstock before I stamp it by just testing it, making sure it's the best way for me, that is, to do it. I'm going to then take some Granny Apple Green ink, ink up my stamp. If you notice here, if you get a little bit of ink, all you have to do is take a baby wipe and wipe it off. Okay? And then just close it. All right. Now I'm going to ink it up again, wipe off the excess, and move it down too. Okay. Now, I want an image right here. Now, yes, I know you could go and just put it on acrylic block, but the whole idea is to use your Stamparatus. Okay, I moved my grid paper right to the edge, lined up my cardstock again, using my lines. And let's see where this is. And now, with this Stamparatus, I can put it right there. I'm going to ink it up again. There. Okay, so we have that. I'm going to clean it up. Okay, now you'll notice I had another stamp. It's right here. If I turn it over, let me close this. I don't get myself in trouble. And get out my Balmy Blue ink. Okay, going and putting my grid paper back over here and my cardstock like this. I always double check just to make sure. I mean, I've already made this card once already, and so it should be right, but I don't like to go on. All right, that's looking pretty nice. Ink it up again and move down 2. What I like about the Stamparatus is being able to re-ink something if it isn't quite right and getting a good impression. Okay, I have it right to the edge. There. And my magnet. Now, I should be able to put it on top. Yep. Okay, we'll just put this aside now. And that's my technique, is using the grid paper to help you figure out where to stamp. Okay, let's do some more stamping and finish this card up. Okay, for my card base, I am using Balmy Blue cardstock that measures 5.5 by 8.5, and it's scored at the 4 1/4. Okay, I'm going to use my bone folder to burnish it and give me a nice crisp outline. Whoops. I have a layer that's Granny Apple Green, and that's 4 by 5 1/4. I can take my Tombow glue and put my layer down right away. I always, which I suppose that could be a tip also, I always like to open my card out flat. So that you can see it real good. Let's just put this right over here. Look at this back. Now it's time to get our Memento black ink and ink up our sentiment. You are pretty much the best ever, and stamp that. Right there. If you pause a little bit when you ink up these stamps, it's giving the ink time to adhere. Okay, I want to take this little stamp and just add a couple of couple of little shapes, for lack of a better word. I'm not quite sure. I forgot to mention to you that my stamp set I'm using is the All Adorned Photopolymer stamp set. This is a stamp set that you can get free during celebration with your $50 order. There's 8 stamps, and it's a 2-step stamping. We're using these 2 stamps, this sentiment and this inside. I thought it was really a nice set. So if this is something you're interested in, just pop over to my store, place your $50 order. Now is the perfect time to stock up on cardstock, embellishments, designer series paper, whatever you need. Okay. There. Okay. Now, I want now I'm going to take some organdy ribbon, and that's what I like about Stampin' Up, is everything coordinates. I'm going to use about that much and some more. And this will be another tip sometime, but you get a sneak peek at it. So I think that's pretty cool. This organdy ribbon was the most popular celebration item that Stampin' Up has ever featured. It sold out so fast that they had a hard time getting more in. It came in the balmy blue, granny apple green, grapefruit grove, and pineapple punch. I am told that they have it, they were able to get some back in, but not enough. And so if this is something you want, you can try and order it. There's no guarantees that you'll get it. What I'm going to do is a cheater's knot. And I will show you how to do this. Is my sneak peek how to do this. Okay, just slide that off. Decide where you want it. Right about there. Take your tape. And tape the back. You have, with this little loop, all you have to do is take your snips and there. All right. And there we have that, which is beautiful. Tape it to your and tape it to your card. Okay. Almost done. One more thing to do. 2 more things to do. Excuse me. I also like to go and decorate my inside of my card. So, designer series paper scraps is a perfect thing. I'm just gonna go and trim this up a little bit. There, just like that. And okay. my blue. Yeah, that's good. Okay. And that's it. There's our card right there. Very simple, but really quite pretty. Let me know what you think about it. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much for joining me today. And remember, if there's anything I can help you with, get in touch with me. Here's my Stampin' Up store, my March code. If you have a question, I'd be happy to go and place your order for you. Email me your order and then go and give me a call and give me your credit card information. It's really that simple. Thanks again.